Hello friends, I am Vidya Patil, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering in Sharad Institute of Technology Polytechnic Yadra. Today we are going to our third unit of air compressors for the subject Power Engineering and Refrigeration. In this session we are going to cover the problems on two-stage single acting reciprocating compressors. First, we take problem number 1, that is single acting two-stage compressor with complete intercooling delivers 10 kg per minute of air at 16 bar. And the suction occurs at 1 bar and 15 degrees centigrade. And the polytropic index of compression is 1.25, and we have to calculate the isothermal efficiency if compressor runs at 400 rpm. Here first we see we draw the figure for this two-stage compressor. Here the P1, that is 1 bar, P2 and P3 is 16 bar. Here we take P1, P2 and P3 because there are two-stage compressor, and P1 to 1, that is suction, and 1 to 2 for the first stage, and 2 to 3 for the second stage. Okay, 1 to 2 for the low pressure compression and 2 to 3 for high pressure. Here PV is equal to constant for the isothermal process, and PV raised to N is equal to constant for the polytropic. Here they are given the polytropic index value, that is 1.25, so we put this value here, that is PV raised to 1.25 is equal to constant. And here the graph which is shown here, that is work saving. Okay, this is all about two-stage compression figure. Now we first we note down the given data, that is they are given N is equal to 1.25 and M, that is mass of the air, is given 10 kg per minute. We convert this value in kg per second by dividing by 60 here, so 10 by 60 kg per second. The T1 is equal to 15 degrees centigrade. The value is given in degree centigrade, so we convert this value in Kelvin by adding 273. So T1 is equal to 273 plus 15 is equal to 228 Kelvin. Then P3 is equal to 16 bar and P1 is equal to 1 bar. Here the value of R, that is gas constant or air constant, R we assume here, that is R is equal to 0.87 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. So we have to calculate the isothermal efficiency, and the formula for the calculating isothermal efficiency is that indicated power divided by isothermal power. So for first stage, for that we have to calculate the indicated power here. The indicated power value, to calculate indicated power formula is that IP is equal to 2N divided by N minus 1 MR T1 in bracket P3 upon P1 raised to N minus 1 divided by 2N minus 1 bracket complete. First, in this formula we have to put the values, that is small n, that is polytropic index value, which is already given, that is 1.25. M is the mass of air, that is we already converted in kg per second, that is 10 divided by 60. R, which is we assume here the value of R is equal to 0.287, and the value of T1 is equal to 228 Kelvin, and value of P3 is 16 bar and P1 is 1 bar. So N minus 1, N is a 125. By putting these all values, we calculated indicated power is equal to 44.01 kilowatt. Now we calculate the isothermal power. So isothermal power is equal to MRT1 log E PD upon PS. So by putting the values of M, R, T1 and PD and PS, we calculate the isothermal power is equal to 38.195 kilowatt. For lastly, we have to calculate the isothermal efficiency, and the formula for that is isothermal power divided by indicated power into 100. So isothermal power is equal to 38.195 and indicated power is equal to 44.01, which we already calculated in your first stage of this problem and into 100. So putting these all values, we calculated isothermal efficiency is equal to 86.78%. Now we see the second problem. A single acting two-stage air compressor with complete intercooling delivers 6 kg per minute of air at 16 bar, and assuming an intake at 1 bar and 15 degrees centigrade, and the compression has an index n is equal to 1.3. So we have to calculate the intermediate pressure, the power required to drive compressor, and isothermal efficiency, and lastly free air delivered, that is FAD. So first we note down the figure here for the two-stage compressor, that is P1 is the 1 bar, P2 that is the intermediate pressure, and P3 is the 16 bar. For low pressure compressor, that is P1 to 1 that is suction, and 1 to 2 that is PV, that graph is PV is equal to constant for isothermal process, and P2 that is in middle line, that is intercooler pressure, and 2 to 3 for the high pressure. Here PV is equal to constant for 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and PV raised to n, that is PV raised to 1.3 is equal to constant for polytropic process, and schedule line, that is the work saving. First we see the given data. N is equal to 1.3, they are already given. Mass of the air m is equal to 16 kg per minute. We convert this kg per minute value in kg per second by dividing 60. So T1 is equal to 15 degrees centigrade. Again convert this value of degree centigrade into Kelvin by adding 273 in 15 degrees centigrade. So T1 is equal to 273 plus 15 is equal to 228 Kelvin. And P3 is equal to 16 bar and P1 is equal to 1 bar. Again we assume the value of R, that is air constant or gas constant, that is R is equal to 0.287 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. First we have to calculate the intermediate pressure. Okay, in this figure we can see the intermediate pressure at intercooler pressure, that is P2. Okay, so we calculate P2 is equal to under root P1 into P3. So by putting the value of P1 and P1 as a 1 and P3 as a 16, we got the intermediate pressure value as a 4 bar. Then we are going to calculate the power required to drive the compressor, and for that purpose we calculate indicated power is equal to 2n divided by n minus 1 mRT1 P3 divided by P1 raised to n minus 1 divided by 2n minus 1. Okay, by putting the values of n is equal to 1.3, m, r and T1 values and P3 and P1 values, we got the indicated power is equal to 27 kilowatt. Now next we calculate the isothermal power of single acting two-stage compressor, that is W is equal to mRT1 log E PD divided by PS. Okay, again we put all values of mRT1 and PD and PS here. PD is the P3 and PS value as the P1 value. So again PD divided by PS is equal to 16 divided by 1 here. So W is equal to 22.917 kilowatt. So we calculate isothermal efficiency by using formula isothermal power divided by indicated power into 100. Isothermal power and indicated power just we calculated as 22.917 divided by indicated power 27 into 100. That is isothermal efficiency is equal to 84.87%. Next is the free air delivery, that is FAD at intake conditions. Okay, intake conditions, the pressure is 1 bar and temperature is 15 degrees centigrade, and here so P1 V1 is, we use the formula T1 V1 is equal to mR T1. So we keep the value P1 V1 is equal to mR T1. So P1 is equal to 1 into 10 raised to 5 and we have to calculate the FAD, free air delivery value. That's why we have to calculate V1 here. So P1, value of P1 is equal to 1 into 10 raised to 5, and value of m, that is 6 divided by 60 kg per second, and r is equal to 0.287, and t1 value is 288. So V1 is equal to 0.0826 meter cube per second. Now in problem number 3, we have to calculate the two-stage single-acting reciprocating compressor takes air in at a rate of 0.3 meter cube per second. The intake pressure and temperature are 1 bar and 16 degree respectively. The air is compressed to final pressure of 7 bar, and the intermediate pressure is ideal and intercooling is perfect. The compression index is 1.25 and compressor runs at 600 rpm. Neglecting the clearance effect, we have to determine the intermediate pressure, total volume of each cylinder, and power required to drive the compressor. Here in this figure we can see here for the two-stage compressor, P1 is the suction, P2 and P3. Again 1 to 2, that is 1 2 3, that is in isothermal, and 1 2 dash and 3 dash, that is PV raised to n is equal to constant for polytropic. Here the data is given that small n is equal to 1.25, P1 is equal to 1 bar is equal to 1 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. V1 is the 0.3 meter cube per second. P3 is equal to 7 bar, and n is the speed, that is 600 rpm. We calculate the intermediate pressure for the ideal intercooler pressure, that is P2 is equal to, in under root formula, P1 into P3. We put the values of P1 and P3, that is 1 into 7 is equal to 2.64 bar. Okay. Secondly, we have to calculate the indicated power of two-stage compressor with perfect intercooling, that is IP is equal to, we use formula indicated power IP is equal to 2n divided by n minus 1 P1 V1 in bracket P3 upon P1 n minus 1 divided by 2n minus 1. Okay, so indicated power, again we put all values, that is 1 is equal to 1.25, P1 and V1 values, and P3 and P1 values, that is P3 P1 values, that is 7 bar divided by 1 bar, and value of n is equal to 1.25. By putting these all values, we calculate the indicated power is equal to 64.443 into 10 raised to 3 Newton meter per second is equal to 64.443 kilowatt. So next step is we have to find out the volume of each cylinder when intercooling is perfect. Okay, for that purpose we use P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2 relation. Here P1 is 1 bar, we have to calculate V1, and next the value of V1 is not given, so V1, and P2 is 2.64 into V2. So we use the ratio, we calculate the value of ratio V1 upon V2 is equal to 2.64, and for this relation we use the equation 1. Then next is we have to the compression is taking place at a rate of 0.3 meter cube per second when the speed of compression is 600 rpm. Okay, so we use this again, the compression 0.3 meter cube per second is equal to V1 into n divided by 60, that is 0.3 is equal to V1 into 600 divided by 60. So we calculate V1 as a 0.03 meter cube. Okay, that is the volume for low pressure cylinder. Okay, by using the equation 1, that is V1 upon V2 is equal to 2.64, we calculate the value of V2 is equal to that is 0.01136 meter cube for the high pressure cylinder. Okay, now we see the next problem number 4. The piston of an air compressor has a displacement of 9.5 meter cube per minute. If the pressure and temperature at intake are 1 bar and 25 degrees centigrade respectively, and the compressor in 135 seconds raises the pressure in 1.45 meter cube capacity air receiver to 15 bar and the temperature 60 degrees centigrade. We have to find the volumetric efficiency of the compressor. Here in the solution, first we noted the given data here, that is suction pressure P1 is equal to 1 bar. All pressure is converted in Newton per meter by multiplying 10 raised to 5, that is P1 and P2 are converted in Newton per meter square. Then suction temperature that is T1 is 25 degree and receiver temperature that is T2 is equal to 60 degree. Again these degree centigrade is converted in Kelvin by adding both temperatures T1 and T2, 273. So T1 is equal to 273 plus 25 is equal to 298 Kelvin, and T2 is equal to 273 plus 60 is 333 Kelvin. So delivery pressure is given 15 bar, so 15 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square, and capacity of tank that is V1 is equal to V2 is equal to 1.45 meter cube is given in problem. So firstly we calculate the mass of air initially present in container, that is M1. Okay, so we use the relation P1 V1 is equal to M1 R T1 because we calculate initially present mass, so we use 1. Okay, so P1 V1 is equal to M1 R T1. We put the value of P1 that is 1 into 10 raised to 5 into V1 that is 1.45, and the value of M1 we have to calculate, and value of R is 287 and T1 is 298. So we calculated value of M1 is equal to 1.6953 kg. Now we calculate the mass of air in container after 135 seconds. So M2 is M2, that is M2. So again we repeated this relation to calculate M2, that is P2 V2 is equal to M2 R T2. Okay, we put these values of P2 V2 and R and T2. We calculated value of M2 is equal to 22.7579 kg. Okay, so MC is equal to M2 minus M1 divided by T is equal to 0.156 kg per second is equal to 936 kg per minute. Okay, now we have to calculate the volumetric efficiency. Before that we have to calculate the volume of this air at intake condition, that is VC, that is P1 VC is equal to MC R T1. So value of VC we have to calculate here. So P1 is equal to 1 into 10 raised to 5 and value of MC is equal to 9.36, value of R is equal to 287 and T1 is equal to 288. So VC is equal to 8 meter cube per minute. So lastly we have to find out the volumetric efficiency of compressor is the ratio of volume of free air delivered per stroke to the volume of air that is swept volume by piston during the stroke. So volumetric efficiency is equal to VC divided by VS is equal to 8 divided by 9.5, that is 0.8421, that is 84.21%. Okay, in this way, in this session we cover the problems related to two-stage single acting reciprocating compressor, and in this way we see the all points related to air compressor and their problems also. Thank you.